Give him some spirit fingers. Hey, look at us. What is going on YouTube? Delta Kilo here again with the beautiful Mrs. Delta Kilo. Unfortunately, I was going to going to record the podcast this evening with my brother, but he had to work today, got pushed back. We're going to go try it tomorrow, and sure we won't have any problems tomorrow. So I've been talking to Corey, Cancer Cow, here on YouTube. I'll have a link down below. And apparently all kinds of Arturo Fuente cigars fell off a truck or something in California today. And he's showing me all these pictures. So I have a Fuente Hemingway Classic. It was the only Fuente I had in the humidor at the moment. It's not typically something that I reach for, although they're great sticks and I highly romanticize them, so that's why I pick them up every once in a while. They are good. They're just mellow. I think at this very moment, Corey is having a Don Carlos, which is a fantastic stick. I know he had an Opus X earlier. I've never even had an Opus X, but this is the classic Hemingway. It is a Cameroon wrapper, Dominican binder and filler, well aged, and is a great cigar. Now, I usually smoke strong cigars. My palate is shot because I smoke so much strong stuff. And today I smoked the LFD Digger, which is LFD's double Lajero in a 8.5 inch by 60 ring gauge format. I mean, this thing was huge. All right. So I'll get this lit. I'm going to have the missus try this, but we'll wait until we get past the perfecto nipple there to where it opens up.
I was going to say the nipple.
The nipple. Yeah, you just call it the nipple. Oh, my.
The nippy nip.
My cigar has nipples. Can you milk it?
Can you milk me, Greg? I have nipples.
Tastes good. So what you got to remember, guys, on a cigar like this is to be very patient after it's lit to let that char build into the whole thing. But let's go ahead and try that. So right off the light here, because of the concentration, the ratio of wrapper leaf to the rest of it, you are getting very strong notes of that lovely Cameroon wrapper, which is quite rare in today's cigar world. It's not as prevalent as it once was. Authentic Cameroon.
I taste a coffee.
Mm-hmm. Like a creamy coffee, right? Yep, it certainly does. Cameroon has a very distinct sweetness to it. It's quite nice. You know where Cameroon is? It's in Africa. Not a lot of cigar tobacco comes from Africa. But Cameroon wrappers do.
Cool.
They're very expensive and very fragile, but they're good.
Cool.
This is a beautiful shape. The proportions of this are quite nice. You know what I don't have? I have my ashtray.
Let me go get it. Where is it?
No, we won't be setting this down by then. The ash will stick on that long. I mean, the nipple might fall off. I do hate it when my nipples fall off.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate.
Very sweet, naturally. Very, a little bit of that well-aged Dominican must. It is a classic Hemingway. That's exactly what it tastes like. They are fantastic. Just not something I usually gravitate towards. I'm into a lot of stronger boutique type cigars, and that's where my flavor palette is. But it's hard to beat the elegance of something like one of these classic Hemingways. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
They're quite nice. They are.
Yeah. Tastes like you put a little bit of creamer in a good strong cup of coffee.
Yeah, a little espresso with cream, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite nice.
That'll open up a little bit. So it's not like this thing's going to get way different, but as we smoke it down, that will open up and change slightly for the better. These are good sticks. I'm glad I got this one. It's just not something I usually gravitate towards.
Right.
I'm glad that Cancer Cow was smoking some and reminded me that I had one in there. And now I as well get to enjoy one this evening. It's funny. He's like, I don't smoke a lot of cigars, and the last couple cigar pictures he sent me was like a Padron 60th and like a Opus X and like all of these extremely expensive rare cigars. And I'm like, yeah, you don't smoke them often, but he makes it count when he does. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That draw's been just a hair tight, and I was not getting the smoke output that I was quite wanting, but we're getting there now. Excellent. Hope everybody has had a wonderful Saturday. It's been a busy one for me. I've been fishing and grilling steak. She went dog sitting for someone for like no time at all, made $150, so that's pretty cool.
And the doggies were excellent. They were like Shih Tzu poodle mixes, and they were so cute.
Ankle biters.
No, they were not really. No, they're about the size of my Maggie.
Still in the realm of large catfish bait.
Yeah. Well, they were super cute and had no medical problems. They were super easy. I mean, definitely a good way to spend a Saturday. I have no complaints.
She's made her available to dog sit, and one of the first requests was for like a blind diabetic dog that needed insulin shots and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't do that just because I have to get my child off the school bus. So what I had to have left the dog alone, and that's just no, I couldn't have. So I was upfront and honest and said I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was like, I can't. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We had steak, mashed potatoes, and corn on the cob for dinner, and it was fantastic.
Absolutely. Very good.
I really enjoyed my ribeye.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a New York strip.
I did.
The kids had ribeye.
They did.
And there's extras.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put those up?
I did.
Oh my goodness, she's awesome.
Yeah, steak, corn, all that's put up.
You guys need to find you one of these. Not her, she's mine, but someone like her. She's great. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Well, I would do all the things that you did before I come along. You did all the stuff yourself. It's just
suffer.
It's just more difficult to not have help. Aw.
Didn't have the motivation to treat my athlete's feet.
Whatever. He doesn't have athlete's foot.
Not now, because I wanted to impress you with my feet.
Because that's how you get a woman. You impress her with your feet.
Oh, man.
Getting a little bit of dark chocolate.
Ooh, you're getting some dark chocolate.
Yep, dark chocolate and coffee and a little bit of cream.
I'm not getting dark chocolate. I might be getting a little bit of dry cocoa.
Yeah.
But not quite dark chocolate. It's still bitter.
Right.
But it's like dry cocoa.
Right. Yeah, I could see that. That's probably more accurate.
And there's a toastiness there. So I've said this exact flavor note before, but like a cocoa dusted toasted almond. You getting that?
Yeah,
that's weirdly specific. But and that's the fillers are starting to develop in this. Obviously, as it tapers down, we're getting the full ratio here. So it is a Fuente, and there's some of that Fuente funk. Fuente funk is like this, a little bit of a musky note that you get from this very well aged Dominican tobacco. So they are giants. They have tobacco and they let it age, and they use fantastic tobacco for this. But a lot of times, it has this musty quality to it. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just that's how you describe it.
Right.
So there's a little bit of that. On top of that, you're getting a creamy coffee. That note doesn't taste sweet though, does it? Although I was getting sweetness, the coffee doesn't really taste sweet.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that it tastes sweet. It tastes more like if you put half and half in a really strong cup of coffee.
But I am getting a little bit of sweetness, just a hint, and it might be in that cocoa dusted toasted almond note. Might be where this.
Let me tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like if you were to toast some almonds. What your house would smell like if you toasted some almonds, like on the stove with a little bit of olive oil and threw some cocoa powder in there, and while you were sitting on a leather couch eating some dark chocolate and drinking a cup of coffee all at the same time. Sorry.
See, even my wife is doing Mr. Jonathan impressions. This is, guys, this is getting out of control. The tobacco is taking over my life.
This is getting out of hand.
Anyway, we're having fun here. We've had a great day. We've ate well.
Mm-hmm.
I've had entirely too many good cigars today.
Lots of steak.
Mm-hmm.
Good day.
I went grocery shopping, got that out of the way. Mm-hmm. Local store was a madhouse. Man, those old women. You know what I mean? In the Estee Lauder. I had the hat on.
Yeah, and he was alone. There was no children, no wife. I'm sure they were like...
It was kind of like that, but I was like reaching for the bagels, and she like put her cane across my chest, and she's like, "Hey, honey, hey, right there."
You should have licked the cane.
Oh God, I didn't want to give her a heart attack. Lord, where's this is accelerated quickly. My goodness. Whew, we're getting out of control.
Sorry you can't put me in front of a camera. I'm sorry.
Going out in public with her is quite fun until it's not.
I think it's funny when the cashier's trying to flirt with him, and then I'm just sitting back there laughing. And he's feeling awkward, and he's looking at me like...
Oh, she's talking about the special. So, like, anytime I'm in line, because anytime I go to the grocery store, like, you know, that's $450. Yeah. Well, today it was $430. But I spend a crazy amount of money on groceries every week, right?
Yeah.
Feeding 6 people. And, you know, a lot of times you're not getting the very top of the gene pool at the, you know, that's checking you out at the grocery store. A lot of times it's like slightly like special needs, like beautiful souls, though. You know what I mean? But there's something a little different about them. So me being me, I want to talk to them, encourage them, and lift them up. And sometimes the female people that you know do that job, when you're nice to them, they get really friendly back, and
like really friendly.
It gets awkward. I know exactly who you're thinking about too.
Mm-hmm. It gets funny for me. It gets awkward.
She's sweet. You be nice. She's sweet.
She is sweet. I love her to death. She's super sweet. But she does get a little flirty because of your personality.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel awkward, and you're like, oh, I should.
Well, it's, you know, Delta Kilo. He's like, be real nice, make someone feel good about themselves. Then someone feels good about themselves, and it's like almost like they're going to shoot their shot right then and there. I'm like, whoa.
In front of your wife and
daughter. Yeah. Not awkward at all.
Okay. We went fuzzy for a minute.
It's because you bent down and focused on the top of your head.
Sorry.
He's okay. I'll teach you how to hold one of these too if you keep trying them. She's like in the locker room, like it's a cigarette. Like, you just chomp it like that. And you're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it this far in, I appreciate you stopping by. Going to be recording the podcast hopefully tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, we'll do a shorter one Monday. It's coming. Nothing's going to stop us or slow us down. If you haven't tried a good Dominican cigar, please do so. It's not usually the cigars I go for, but they are quite nice. It's something very classic about them. So we appreciate the lovely Mrs. Delta Kilo joining us today and helping with dinner and being so awesome. And we appreciate you guys for stopping by. We hope you do it again. And have a great night. We'll see you real soon.